I've got in the habit of I don't. Why do I point?
We're live.
I don't know why I point. We're late. We're late. It's totally my fault. I could blame it on Lynn, but it would be a lie. We're totally late because of me. Lynn, my friend. Normally we talk more pre-show. I'm sorry. It's not like I was busy all day. I was watching Harry Potter downstairs and editing a video. But how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm doing really good. Had a good day. I slept a lot again.
Good.
Shocker.
Good for you.
And I went for my first rollerblade. Like broke them in today.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the numbers.
Oh,
most of it was like me going like this. And I hope somebody got some entertainment from that. I was going to
say somebody videoing that because that's good content right there.
Yeah, it would have been funny to watch.
At some point, we're going to have to talk about roller derby now because I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of roller derby, but that's a whole nother life. Let's say hi to people in chat. Paper, Skizzers, and Vacations. Tim Pruitt, Alyssa. Somebody named the Lynn Project. Dean Bancroft. Who else we got here?
Jenny B.
Jenny B. That's fun to say. I'm going to say it again. Jenny B. Taylor Made Disney. Little C family. Long time no see. Long time no see. Little C.
No,
Mar in Memphis. What's going on? Viapre Project. Man, I enjoyed sessions the other night. Appreciate that. Addie Family Adventures. Oh, everything just jumped. I think I'm at the right spot. Big Noah Mountain 5, which always makes me think of the guy on Game of Thrones. Russ Stapleton, what's going on? Oh, thank you for that nice comment. Taylor, hello. Pirate Princess Red, hello. I think I got everybody. It jumped. I think I got in the right spot. If I missed you, I'm not in. Two Real Geeks, hello. Sandy Norris, hello. I am missing people. Love you all for being here. And the Lynn Project. So you want to tell them what you said pre-show, just because I think it'd be fun, or is that our secret?
Just that I think that I might have opposing opinions tonight on the cross-promoting YouTube and Instagram model.
We shall see. I haven't told you what I think yet.
Go
ahead.
Full disclaimer, yeah, we didn't talk about our opinions. He just said, we're going to talk about this. And I was like, okay, I'll talk about what I think.
We don't have to agree. It's okay. Pete, what's going on? Thank you for the kind words. Pirate Princess Red. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed you, it's not on purpose. I'm feeling guilty because I know in the last show, if you weren't there, I just had Corey on DizTube, a weekly show I do where I interview a Disney creator. I think most people who are here were probably there, but maybe not. And I could not keep up with the stream. And I'm proud to say it, and it means a lot to me. Thank you. But I felt like I was ignoring them a little bit. ATJH, what's going on? Blue Nose, Super Sticker, what's going on? Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Chris. Hope you're doing well.
So I was just talking to Corey off the show afterwards, and mostly we were talking about stuff you would have wanted to be on. Be
a part of.
Planes and not trains and not automobiles. I've told you this, Lynn. I live right by Naval Air Station Fort Worth, and talking to people who are also passionate about fast jets and NASA and stuff. It's my jam. Hey, Bill from Magic and the Mouse, I love it. You're a Florida resident. You ever go out to NASA and watch the big awesome things go up into space?
We attempted actually twice to go to NASA. We were there for one of the launches, and we are horribly chronically late for everything. So we left late and we couldn't get in.
Tonight, so
well, that's me in a nutshell. Thank you so much, Blue Nose. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. It's another super sticker. Those super stickers are fun.
They are fun.
You're the best, buddy. I appreciate you so much.
And we were there. We got in, but we waited in about an hour and a half of traffic, and they shut it off.
Cool.
They wouldn't let anyone else in. So we just ended up pulling the car over, got on top of the car, laid a blanket down, and we watched it from like miles and miles and miles away. But it was still really, really cool to experience that and be there.
I bet.
And one day we will make it on time to be up close for one of the rocket launches and actually go and visit the space station, but not the space station. I'm not going to go in outer space.
That would be awesome.
But the NASA and all of the fun things they have there. So
I'm just looking at the stickers right now. So thanks for being you, buddy. And these are funny. And
they are funny.
That is. It's like little Asian, little angry cat that's pretty cute. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. Thank you, buddy. Love it, love it, love it, love you. So no sorry, Viapre. No sorry. I don't like no sorry allowed. No sorry. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Where'd it go? That one. No, thanks for being here. You kidding me? By the way, if you don't know the Viapre Project, you should. They had a show called Sessions, which they used to have, and they have again. It was on. Was it last night? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Like, do we even care what day it is anymore? What the heck happened with this planet? I was telling my wife, which it goes to Creator Talk. I feel like this must be what it's like to be a full-time YouTuber, but without all the views and subscribers and revenue. Because I don't know what day it is. Like, it was Thursday. I'm like, Monday was our first. We went into the office Monday. We closed up shop and we came home, and I still had a little bit of work to do, not a lot.
Right.
So I haven't been off for weeks and weeks. I've been off for part of this week, and by Thursday I didn't know what day it is. What the heck?
Yeah, that's how the first week was for me too. But
Crazy.
I make a point of every morning waking up and being like, "Hello, Tuesday."
On Friday, I posted on my Instagram. Ooh, look at the possible segue. Hey, everybody, it's Friday. And mostly I was making fun of myself because I was pretty sure it was Friday. I had to double check. No, Russ, I would not. So I love space. I'm a nut for space. I love astronomy news. I actually nerded out and thought about doing an astronomy podcast. But I got too many other things that I want to do. It's too far down the list, but that's how much I love that stuff. But no, I wouldn't go to Mars. I watched The Martian. That looked miserable. I'm going to pass on that. But anyway, so getting caught up with my buddy Lynn. What have you been doing this week? How you been? I've seen you posted a couple things. What else is going on?
Yeah, I finally filmed my Violet Saki video, which, to be honest, I'm not super crazy happy about because I'm not myself fully in it like I am in.
Okay, the video or the drink?
No, I'm so happy with the drink. The drink is fantastic. But just because I wasn't my normal like me, and it's so out of my element for what I normally create. So I wasn't sure how to do it. And
I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Sean is like, Mr. Project is like, you sound like a robot.
I would give you my opinion. I haven't heard it yet, but I'll do it first thing when we're done here. Little C, before you finish, Little C says, "Can we post your link?" I don't know what you're saying in chat, but yeah, if it's family friendly, feel free. I don't mind.
I think he's talking about the link to my channel.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Little C family. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before, but
Little C's great. Yeah, I've known Little C for a while. They're a very sweet little family that I like very much. Not little family. They're little people in the family. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, please continue, Lynn.
But yeah, it was just I'm finding myself with it and doing a home vlog and in a totally different setting of what I normally show, and just wanted to make sure that I could reach all the people and talk in a lingo that reached everyone and not people that are accustomed to knowing bar things and measurements and whatnot. So I want to make it appeal to everyone, I guess, and I haven't found my comfort zone with that yet.
You will. But that's part of what I want to talk about tonight, frankly. YouTube is growing like a weed right now. Like, obviously, people are staying home more than normal. Obviously, we, more than any time in history, have more people that have access to high enough speed internet that they can be watching streams and doing streams and all those things. It is a chance to get some more real estate. More people are coming on YouTube.
Yeah.
I am now streaming on Facebook too. This would be like my fourth stream. Me and my wife are going daily now because she asked, "Hey, you want to?" I'm like, "Yeah, you kidding? You gonna do it with me? I'm in." And our show and the show I just had, DizTube, is live now on Facebook, and we've already gotten a few new people. So I think if you're a creator, and probably the people in chat are, and I know me and you are, it's an opportunity to take some land. There's I just think it's an opportunity. I mean, and you got to find those nuggets of positivity in this insane asylum of planet we're on right now. But I don't even know what to think about what's going on. But I know what I think the best way to stay sane is to stay in control of what you can control.
Exactly.
And this is definitely something we can control. How much?
Yeah.
Like I said to somebody the other day, whenever this ends, whether it's another hour and a half or 6 months or whatever it is, what I don't want to have happen at the end is go, "Oh man, I wish I had that time that I had before to do, my garage better be clean when this is over. My, all the things, right?" So,
I'm the same thing, but my garage is my closet, so I need to really get on that.
My garage is full of stuff. Too real to answer the question. I don't know. So we did our first one. We added, for me, I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to. Years ago, I was on Facebook a lot, and I had a pretty good, I don't know, following, whatever the right word is. My wife's more active on it now, and so I feel like people from my wife's that social media have discovered us. We had some really, really, really sweet comments from specifically Facebook people Friday after our second stream. So I don't know how to judge it if it's going. I mean, it's going great because new people are coming over, right?
Right.
The whole idea of having a YouTube channel is having fun and expressing your worldview and just, how do I say this? Amplifying your voice, right? I mean, it's kind of what we're doing.
Right.
And it's another place. I'm not on Twitch yet. I have a channel, but I haven't done anything with it, but I'll get there. How do you feel about that? Like, you stream live, you have checking in with Lynn, and you do every other week on your channel and PPP's channel,
Yep.
Coffee and Contemplation. Have you guys thought about, or have you on your channel thought about multicasting it on other platforms?
I think neither of us are really too active on Facebook, so it doesn't seem, I have no idea. I'd have to do a lot more research and to figure out how to stream that and watch the comments from both of them come in, or does it come in on StreamYard as to where they're coming in, right?
So great question. So we're using StreamYard right now. And yes, so what I'm looking at my screen, so like when Blue Nose dropped the super sticker, I couldn't see what the super sticker was. I had to go onto my phone to see what it was. So they don't have, they highlight the super chat, but you can't see the super sticker. So I just had to pull it up to see if he said anything and what the super sticker was. So outside of that, though, everything drops on there. So you can multi-stream. I hope that's the proper way of saying it.
Yeah.
With StreamYard to obviously YouTube, Facebook, and then you can do Periscope and you can do Twitch. I think there's a few others.
I mean, I would be willing to try it. I just don't know that it would really draw extra, but I would be interested in trying it. Maybe this Saturday I'll try it with Coffee and Contemplation and see what we get from that. I have no idea really. I just started being more active on Facebook and realized there were messages and likes comments I hadn't responded to because I'm just not. I automatically post from Instagram, and Instagram automatically goes to Facebook. So Instagram is my main form of communication, and the little segue there is that's what I use it for, a way for my subscribers to contact me, get in touch with me.
Yeah.
So that's mainly what I use it for.
Yeah. True Real Geek says Twitch is hard because you need to dig for your viewers. I was thinking of doing the Facebook thing as well, just no way to really track Facebook. Yeah, well, we can talk about that a little bit. One of the reasons I want to do it, honestly, was this show. I want to, if we're going to do this, if we're going to be this, if we want to help Disney creators and other creators,
absolutely,
I feel like I need to stretch and learn those things because people, I've said this before, I'll say it again. This show, me and you doing this, from my perspective, came from me and you, Lynn's conversation, related to the COPPA stupidity. And we had good conversations. I did a video, and for whatever reason, all of a sudden I got a whole bunch of people asking me questions as if I knew the answer. And so some of them I did, some of them I didn't, but I kind of like it. Like, I work with kids, and I was just telling Corey a little bit about this, and I've told people this a lot. So I use StreamYard, and there's a reason I use StreamYard. I like StreamYard. I think it's the easiest. StreamYard is what the platform we're on now. It's the easiest for the guest. I was telling Corey, I've told you this, I'll tell people in chat. The reason I use StreamYard is this simple thing. I do a weekly show called DisTube where I invite people on. Some of them stream all the time, piece of cake, they know exactly what's going on. Some have no idea. I've had people say yes and get scared. I've had 3 people, 2 of which you all have heard of, who kind of got scared away because they hadn't live streamed yet. And it's just there's fear of unknown, right? It's easy once you know it. It's hard until you know it, right? It's like, I can't speak French. French is really hard unless I know how to speak French, and then it'd be easy, right? Like,
oui,
yeah. I gotta go potty now. Thanks for that. But anyway, I think that, well, let me just tell my story. My mom, who I love and is great I think she's great on screen, and she's got a lot of things to say, but she's not techie at all. Matter of fact, she gets really frustrated with learning the tech. And I did 2 with her, And both were like, oh yeah, Jeff, that was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. I hit it, and it is. So for the guest, StreamYard is the play by far. Now, for bells and whistles and StreamYard, I love StreamYard. I love the guys that are doing it. I've had them on the show. Big fan of them. Support them. Bought the premium one for mainly because I wanted to support them. I mean, my sponsor's logo. Oh, I can't point on your side. Above her right or left ear. There you go. That one. I put the logo of the sponsor of the show, Magic the Mouse TV podcast. Go check them out on Spotify and everywhere that Spotify or podcasts are. So there's some bells and whistles that are nice, but if you want the bells and whistles, the play is Streamlabs or Slobs or OBS or well, as Bill says, vMix. There's a bunch of them out there that I want to get good at. Oh, little C, thank you very much. 99 cents.
Thank you.
I gotta find the super sticker. See, let me see what it is.
We're on the beach.
On the beach. Little C, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. So there's so many things that I want to get good at so I can answer the question properly, right? I mean, do you feel that way? We kind of, you get questions about stuff because of this show and because of your channel, right?
Absolutely. And before I respond, I make sure I go and do the research. I've called Disney to ask questions about something that I personally don't care about, but one of my subscribers, excuse me, has asked me, so I want to give them the best information, make sure it's 100% accurate. So I've called Disney, I've Googled things and done plenty of research, whether it's related to creating or to my channel, and found out the answer, reached out to different Character Warehouse employees to find out if something was still available. I do that because I feel like that's my job as a creator, to get the answers to questions that are asked to me.
Well said.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked the question, and it makes me know the answer. So I know more because people are asking questions. And I think that's like the full around beauty of it too, is that it forces us to get better, know more, and, be held accountable.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, you said that really well. And again, I referenced I work with kids. Like, I want to be able to give them the answers. Like, if I'm teaching history, I better have the answers for history. If I'm teaching, social media, I better have the answers for social media. You can't know everything. Like, in today's day and age, like we had Dave on the other couple of weeks, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, because I'm not on TikTok. Yeah. I'm not on TikTok. That was harder to say than it sounds. And I wanted somebody who's passionate about it. I talked to you about it. You're on TikTok. He's passionate about it, man.
Yeah.
He is all in. And so I knew that people wanted to hear about it. And so we brought him on, and it was a lot of fun. You can't be on everything. Like, that's kind of the conversation. I mean, I guess you can, but like, why am I on Facebook tonight? Why am I on Facebook ever? I'm going to try to re-engage. I think it's where people are. But I'm more on Instagram than I am on Facebook. And that's one of the things we want to talk about. What are your social media platforms of preference and why, Lynn?
My social media preference, number one, is Instagram for sure. And then I tweet just because I can repurpose whatever it is that I'm putting out there from Instagram. And then everything I put out from Instagram automatically goes onto my Facebook. So that's kind of just like a side factor. I use Instagram because I spent about 3 months learning how to use it from January to March last year. Before I went live with my channel, the first thing I did was create my Instagram, and that's where I was first active and started meeting other creators and other Disney fanatics, and started making a presence for my brand and what I was doing, and use that. And now I'm going to segue that into, I waste way too much time on Instagram. There's a wormhole, and I will sit there for hours scrolling or
there you go. Enjoying
chatting. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not producing any content while I'm doing it. I'm not bringing other people to my channel. I'm creating relationships, but I think those friendships and whatnot that I have with a lot of friends on Instagram, they're not commenting on my YouTube videos. They're not crossing over into my YouTube platform. They're commenting, they're watching my stories, enjoying my stories. And that's also another way that I can, because I don't post, my videos aren't usually something I did this week or last week. I have footage from November that I plan on editing in the next few weeks to put up. So my Instagram stories are my most current, like a little lighten my life of what I'm doing right now. And that's
what I'm eating
why,
today, what I'm doing today, what park I'm in, whatever. Yeah.
right. Like, hi, I
It's
didn't
interesting.
fall rollerblading today.
Why do you think that is? Because I deeply agree with that. I don't know why I agree with that, but I do. Like, I wouldn't necessarily post. Well, that's not totally true. I was about to say I wouldn't post a picture that I took 6 months ago on Instagram, but I guess I would because I'm doing a countdown and I go find Disney pictures. But there's something more immediate about Instagram in my brain than there is YouTube. I don't mind putting a Christmas video on YouTube in July,
Right.
but I don't know. I guess I'm just talking that out. What are your thoughts on that? That's interesting.
Well, I think for me, because I don't live like super local, I have trips. So I take so many pictures while I'm there, and I take them so that I can constantly post Disney content on my Instagram with pictures that I took on my trips. And they don't have to be like, I'm in Animal Kingdom today. Here's a picture of the Tree of Life. But here's a picture of the Tree of Life for whoever wanted to see it and needed that in their day. And I enjoy it. So I'm posting it. And then a little caption of whatever is current for me or enticing, trying to get people to have a conversation on your post. But as far as the stories, that is more in the here and now. And that's the only way to be really, other than my live streams, a part of the here and now.
Yeah.
So, but I don't feel like a lot of the people watching my stories are not subscribers, even though they watch. Yeah, you and I both do that. Whenever you post a new video, I post it on my Instagram story. I usually will save pictures that I know I'm going to post a video about and not post them until I upload the video and then correlate that picture to the video that I'm posting.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's interesting because, how do I say this? I don't think that the people on Instagram are likely, even if they fall in love with my content on Instagram, going to necessarily migrate over to YouTube. I just don't think that people do that much. And I think there's data that shows they don't. That said, YouTube, Google, Alphabet, YouTube promotes the heck out of videos that bring people from off platform to on.
Right.
So there's value in the algorithms when they see that people are coming from other places. They love it if you stay on the platform, of course. So if somebody goes from Jeff's channel to Lynn's channel, they're happy about that, right? But they're happier if somebody comes from off platform to Lynn's channel or to Jeff's channel. They're going to promote that out more because you're bringing people. YouTube wants you to bring people to the channel platform and to keep them. If at the end of the video they leave YouTube, they're less likely to promote your stuff. So from that perspective, I think it's worth the effort to repurpose and or create new stuff on other platforms in an attempt to bring people over. But there's a fine line. Hey guys, I'm on YouTube. Come check me out. I do that. I do that every freaking day almost, but certainly every week. Hey guys, I do a countdown for DizTube. Hey, Corey Meals World is going to be up. Hey, me and Lynn are going to talk about it. I mean, I did that. I do that every week. I try to do it 24 hours. And so I definitely believe it. Why? Because there's value in it if they do. And some of them do. But do I think that you're going to know me from Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel? I guess there's some people that are active on both that will, but if you're not on YouTube, like I've got a really, really good friend. I was friends with her in junior high and high school, and we reconnected because of Instagram. And I was happy to hear that she watched. Hi, Nanette, if you're here. And she watches the shows on YouTube, and I didn't even know she had subscribed. So there's evidence that at least somebody did. So I know they do, but
but I think the margins are way smaller than we would like them to be for the effort and time that's put into the cross promotion.
So do you repurpose stuff instead of have stuff that's specific to those platforms? Because the Gary V's of the world are going to say both things. They're going to say promote it everywhere, put it everywhere, repurpose, but they also say have native content on each site, which at some point means hire a team, which we're not anywhere. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I repurpose most of it. I try to respond to comments or comment on other people's posts so that, like on Twitter, for instance, I don't do a whole lot with Twitter other than post links to YouTube videos and then maybe comment on friends. And that's where I'm more active, is commenting on other people's posts, not so much posting unique content
Yeah,
on there.
sure.
And that's just because I still don't understand Twitter. I don't think I ever will understand Twitter.
I tried
But
Snapchat and I got the heck out of there after about 3. I'm like, oh, you can't. I don't like any of you. Sorry. So yeah.
yeah, I signed up for that and I was like, you know what? No, I
I
can't
signed up for that
do
like
another.
12 different times. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is still done. Oh, you got to try it again. Okay, I'll do another one. Okay, I'll do oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it can be too much, and that's another point that I do want to make. In my opinion, I think that I agree with the Gary V thing of like trying to be everywhere and all that, but as a solo creator doing it all yourself, it can be very challenging. And when it comes down to it, you only have a certain amount of time. And so look at it like a piece, like a pie. So if you're going to devote, you have 3 pieces of pie and they're YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll just forget about Facebook right now because they are connected to Instagram. So if you're putting in this amount of time, like what are your pieces of the pie? So if you are eating more of your Instagram piece, then you're taking more out of your YouTube piece. So it's like, where is your focus? I want more than half my pie to be YouTube, which I haven't been. I full disclaimer, I have not been good about doing that. I want to do better, but acknowledging that is the first step. So figure out your pieces of the pie. Where are you going to put your time? The pie is your time.
Yeah. There's
So
only, so I have time where I'm doing my, whatever this is, I'll call it creation, you know, whether that's YouTube or Instagram. To me, it's no different. Once the time is gone, it's gone, right? So where am I going to get the most value? So obviously you're going to get the most value on YouTube if you're a YouTuber first. That said, if you're trying to grow your YouTube, is there value in doing other things? Also, we're talking about building a brand. You know, Corey was talking about building brand. Me and you talk about building brand all the time. The Lynn Project is your brand. Like if you see somebody wearing the Lynn Project shirt walking around Disney Springs, and they're just checking out the Lynn Project on Instagram, they're still wearing your merch. They're still supporting you. They're still a
yeah.
fan of your content. At
P.S.
some
They'd be
point,
terrified because I'd be running up to them like a crazy person.
that's the Lynn. I got
That's me.
goals. I'm doing that. Do you have like 14 X size? Because I feel like I was big when all this started, but my goodness, there's a lot of food to be eaten, and I'm
Yeah.
doing my best to eat it all right now.
T Public can accommodate all sizes, even down to your infant. So get them for your grandbabies too.
Oh, I don't know if the infant's gonna fit me. Might need a 9X by the time all this is over, whenever it's over.
That's
But
why I started rollerblading today. I'm like, I need to move.
way off topic. I can't walk out of my house without seeing 14 moms and their babies walking by. Like people used to walk by my house. Now I feel like I'm at a track. Like there's all the moms with the babies and dads too. I don't know. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
mom. Everybody
Everybody.
out there. Like well, it's dark now. Can't see when it's dark. But if I look out this window, other times there's a cul-de-sac behind me, full of people all the time. I'm like, and they're whatever. It is what it is. It's funny people are out and about in the neighborhood because you can't be out and about at work and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Like the pre-show, you said, "Hey, I got a different opinion than you." I don't know that I have an opinion, Lynn. Honestly, I know that I can argue both sides of it, and I don't know which one's right. I think that it really does come down to, not just because you said it, but I believe this is true. You only have so much time. Like Gonzo, my buddy, I don't know if he's in chat now. He was in the earlier show. He talked about. He asked us a question actually on this show. You know, the pie of time. Do you have time to be a family man and, you know, all the stuff you want to do? You know, whatever the time is that you put into your creation. You know, I'm trying to do stuff on Byte. You know, and I try to post a couple a day. And I got to be honest, I haven't posted any a day because I like the story behind Byte, whatever. But I'm not doing it on TikTok. It's just there's a value to being able to repurpose stuff. If they're only on Byte, if they're only on Instagram, if they're only on Twitter, and they like my stuff, they're still a fan of the Lynn Project or Dole Whip Dad or whatever, right? Hopefully it all goes to good, but I don't know.
The part of that is that I also don't want my followers and subscribers that are following me on all the different platforms to just see me regurgitating the same thing. Like, that's boring.
And you're
And
thinking about the people that are already following.
right. So I don't want to be too repetitive. So that's kind of where I feel like.
Why? Do you think somebody would be annoyed if they saw your thumbnail on YouTube over on Instagram? I mean, like, what? Walk me through the why on that.
I think that I would be annoyed if say I followed XYZ, they're my favorite channel. And then I was like, okay, I want to go check them out on Instagram. And then I start following on Twitter and I follow them on Facebook because I'm like in love with them. I'm the number one fan. They're my favorite people. And every time I get a notification or check either of those platforms, that it's the exact same thing broadcasted.
That would bug you?
Yeah, it would annoy me. I'd be like, wow, you're not that original, that you're just repurposing the same thing. But that's my personal opinion. That's how I feel.
In chat. I want to know in chat. Do you guys agree with that? If you're seeing the same picture of the castle on Instagram and on, I don't know, Facebook, or like, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts, because you're not the only person that's ever said that. I've heard that before. I'm intrigued. You know, I don't think I would care. Like, if I'm on the Lynn Project's Twitter and I've already seen that picture on Instagram,
So that is one of the things with Instagram. I don't know if you do it as well, but when I post on Instagram, I have my Twitter and my Facebook linked to it. But the only people that so when I post on Instagram, it posts to my Facebook page and it posts to my Twitter. But on Twitter, it's a link to the Instagram. So they'll see the Twitter post, they can like it, and then hit the link, sends you back to Instagram. Do you do that?
Sometimes.
And so I do that for every post, but my Twitter likes are like one or two people that I already know and talk to on Instagram. So it seems like it's, I don't know, not.
So we got on our first live stream that I multicasted on Facebook. I'm trying to get the right words. We had 3 people in the first like 5 minutes that we know that knew we were on YouTube, that had never been in a live stream, that were in because we were on Facebook, because that's where they were.
Right.
So
that's true.
Interesting to me. I mean, I think there's probably not a right and a wrong here. I think there's just a decision to be made. Right. Jenny B a while ago said after 10K, I think you're right, subs on Instagram, you can post links in your stories. I gotta be honest, I want that. I don't have that. I'm at like 3,000 or whatever. I don't even know what I'm at. And why do I want that? Because I can send a link so they can go to YouTube. Sorry, yeah. Instagram. And can you monetize on Instagram? Can you build a community on Instagram? Can you amplify your voice on Instagram? Of course you can. Plenty of people do. Plenty of people. I mean, we just had a creator a couple of weeks ago on my DizTube that she's not. She has a YouTube channel. She doesn't post over there. She's on Instagram, and the sponsorships she gets and the voice she has are fully from Instagram. So it's just. But she's put her 95% of her effort in Instagram, where we're putting I'll speak for myself. I'm putting my 95% into YouTube. It's interesting. Little C says, and I like this, and I've heard a lot of people say this, was thinking of using Instagram or Facebook as more of a behind the scene, which means they're putting YouTube first, which I think is a good strategy. I don't have any issue with that. I think I'm pretty behind on chat, guys. I apologize. Post on all platforms, definitely, says Taylor. Kelly says, I do not excuse me, I do not enjoy seeing numerous pics on all platforms several times a day with the same person. Stop with it already. Okay, there you go. So that's
sorry, Kelly.
No, she's agreeing with you.
Magic of the Mouse TV, Bill says, I agree, Lynn. I have posted thumbnails of new YouTube video. Oh, you got it right there. Never mind.
No, you could read. It's okay. Keep going.
New YouTube videos we put up, and every time we do, we lose at least 1 or 2 followers.
Really?
I've noticed that too sometimes. Yeah.
Huh. So I mean, wow. I would think those are low value subscribers. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. The funny thing is, I don't understand like the unfollowing on Instagram. I mean, I get it, but it's annoying to me. I have a follow cop, so I can go and see who unfollowed me. I never go and unfollow anybody unless they unfollowed me. Then I'm like, okay, well, we broke up. I just got the note now. So bye.
So there are plenty of people that I just hide. So if I go to their channel, I can see it, but it's not going to be on my feed, because I support people who are family-friendly Disney people. That's who I support. There was a time that I had a bunch of disc golfers. I love disc golf. I haven't played in a while. I used to live right by a disc golf course. And so I had all the pro disc golfers on there, and I've gotten rid of them because I just don't disc golf as much anymore. But I mean, my Instagram feed has changed because I have not my friends, but people that I don't know that I followed that I'm maybe just not interested in anymore. I can't think of what else it would be, but disc golfers comes to mind. There was a time that 1/4 of my feed was disc golf, and now I unfollow the disc golfers just because I just don't care anymore.
Right.
Now it's Disney people and baseball things and people I go to church with and people I know personally and stuff like that. It's what it is. I don't like, this is going to sound like I'm lying. I swear I'm not. Like, I care about my YouTube following number. I don't know what it is right now, but I'll know before I go to bed. I will.
Right.
I'll look at it. And now I want to look now just because it's on my head. I like numbers. I'm a numbers guy. And I think, like Corey and I were talking about this on Distu a little bit. Like, I'm not going to compare myself to the Lynn Project or Corey Meets World or, I'm not in competition with Lynn or Corey or anybody. I'm in competition with me a month ago. Me 2 months ago, and I hope I said that the way I wanted to earlier. That's how I want to say it now. I don't want to pass the Lynn Project. I want me and the Lynn Project to grow. I don't want to pass, Magic of the Mouse. I want me and Magic of the Mouse to grow together. And I'm just thinking out people that I know well and I care about. I wouldn't get any joy on passing someone other than it means I'm growing. Like if we were at the same number and I gained 2 and you lost 4, I wouldn't feel good about that. I would feel good about, I don't even care what your number is. I just want you to be happy and grow, and I want to be happy. There's no relevance. If you're competitive, that's competitive for losers. Like, I'm a very competitive guy. I love competition. I'm a fat old guy now, but many moon ago, I was very competitive. Let's put it that way. And scoreboard, baby, scoreboard. But I'm not competing against Lynn or Corey or Bill. I'm competing against, like, I want a freaking YouTube play button. And me and you are racing, but it would be a failure if we both don't get there.
Right.
Like,
I agree 100%. And I've always looked at it that way too from day one, which is almost a year ago. But it is about being a better you, your channel, your content, and growing and editing better and creating better content and finding new ways to do things better or faster or whatever it is, a new creative idea that you can come out with. And it's about you. I'm not, like you said earlier on DisTube, I wasn't active in chat, but I listened to the whole thing. I was just getting, ready.
Me too.
But it's about being a better version of yourself. And that's like not just YouTube. It's not just whatever. It's life. Just every day trying to do better and be a better version of yourself. And that's kind of what I drew into YouTube, because that's how I look at life, and that's how I wanted to go into this.
I think that people, I apologize if this makes somebody sad. I apologize if it makes you mad. Feel free to unsubscribe. I feel like people are sometimes too emotionally weak to understand what competition is. Competition is the best freaking thing in the world. Competition is about getting better. What you just said, Lynn. Competition is not about beating someone. And it sure as heck not about saying, ha, 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 I beat you. Like that little snotty-nosed 9-year-old who says that to the 7-year-old that he beats on the basketball court.
Right.
He's the loser. He's the dude who's never going to succeed, because it's about making someone feel bad, not about growing. I want to hit a home run, right?
Yeah, we all do.
I like striking.
It feels good.
When I pitched, I loved striking a dude out. It wasn't like, ha, ha, you struck out. It was like, I accomplished a thing. Like when I threw a touchdown pass many moon ago, Napoleon Dynamite reference right here. I wasn't about in your face dude who we beat. It was like me and Travis, my buddy, achieving a thing, right? And the crowd hearing, not there's losers who stick it in people's face on the football field, and I suppose on YouTube too. But Florida freak out. I'm gonna miss Al. See ya. I'm gonna miss you. No, please don't. But I just think that I really think we teach it wrong. And I think whether it be, boy, I'm going to go on a tangent here, whether it be the public school system or the sports that we do with youth or just hiring and firing young people, like, provide value, you dummies. Like, if you get hired and you're begging he or she or they to hire you, right? And then they hire you, and then all of a sudden you flip to, oh, they owe me something. You're probably an idiot, and you're probably gonna suck at life until you figure out it's about providing value,
Right.
not taking.
Yeah.
And I can provide value by being happy for someone's subscribe count going down. I'm going to be happy that I'm getting people that are validating that I'm providing value by hitting the subscribe button. I feel like I'm getting a little diarrhea in the mouth. I hope it makes sense. What are your thoughts on that? Am I making any sense?
I agree. And I love what Jenny B said up there. She's so sweet and such an awesome supporter. She said,
So Funny Studios, fun name, So Funny Studios. Please, I'm sorry. What did Jenny B say?
She said, I love that you guys aren't in it for the money, and it's obvious. I can't stand quote unquote Disney vloggers looking for the next thing to get more money rolling in. And I agree with that. I think it's there are certain vloggers out there that you can tell they're in it because it's a job, or that's how they look at it. And I don't.
Man, I would love that. I hope you all think that of me someday. That would be a good problem. I wish.
See, I don't think I'll ever look at it like a job, even if it was, it turned into that someday, which is my goal. But
I would love that. Man, if somebody got mad at me because they thought it was all about the money for me, I would feel successful. I don't even feel bad about that. Like, I am about to start sharing what I'm doing publicly with what money does come in. I didn't even tell my wife this. You're all learning this first. I told her there was a thing that I did. I started a new channel. I haven't even told anybody about yet. I haven't put anything on it yet, so you don't get to know about it until I put it on. But it's going to be about money. And it's going to be about the money that comes here. I think that we do it wrong. Like, I'm not mad when fill in the blank is getting a big check. Like, there's a big YouTuber that I don't know personally that I've bumped into and said hi to and taken a picture with. So you all know his name if you know Disney YouTube. I'm not going to go there. And I heard a bunch of crap, because he posted a picture of himself wearing a Gucci Mickey sweater. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having so much money
that you can buy a Gucci sweater, a Gucci Mickey sweater?
and I am not trying to be judgmental. I'm just going to talk about me here. I am not that guy that's going to be mad at somebody for wearing a Gucci Mickey sweater. I'm goals. If people want to bless me with I'm not saying, hey, you can't watch my video unless you send me a super sticker, right? Like that, you're never going to hear that, right? But I'm not going to say, hey, please stop. I'm not.
Right.
I like this better. I like the gratitude economy. I like that, if we're going to watch the Super Bowl and they're going to have 14 commercials for Budweiser, and that doesn't offend me, how's it going to offend me? Like, I love it when people come in the, like, especially the big streams, and like, why are all these super chats and why are you guys paying these people? It's free. They don't get it. They don't need to get it. There's no need to do it. It's, hey, I sent you. I wanted to be your first super chat. I think I was. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I think you were. Yeah, you were. You started the super chat train. That was amazing.
You're welcome. But it wasn't about I wanted you to have $5 or whatever I sent you. I mean, I bumped into you. I could have handed you $5 and you would have got all $5. That's not what it was. It was about saying, hey, you earned it. You're there. Congratulations. And I don't know. Like, I think that we should be more open about what good we can do. And, there's an argument, well, if people find out how much you made, maybe they wouldn't send you $1. That's not the thinking of someone who's sharing and being full of gratitude. What are your thoughts?
The way that I took what Jenny B was saying is more of, not that it's, she sent me a PayPal before to buy the kids pizza last week, and it was amazing. She enjoys supporting channels. I appreciate that. And it's not about not supporting the channels, but about people that are out grabbing, like clickbaity stuff, or obviously, just trying to do it to be the best on the top viewed recommended YouTube videos, even if it's crap or they're not providing any value. It's just, crappy entertainment that isn't even good, and they're doing it because they are just trying to make money. I think not being disingenuous, like not a genuine person, that kind of like you talked about it a little bit with Corey. Like I said, I was there, I just wasn't commenting, but he's the same person he is off screen to on screen. And when it turns into something else where you're like, hey, good, like, I don't know, just, I'm not going to try and reenact it, but I know what she's talking. I was kind of
You
fake
turned into
in
a
my
Valley
life.
Girl right there. I like it.
I do get Valley Girl sometimes, but
You know where I'm from.
yes, I watched that live stream too. I don't always comment in your live streams, but I'm usually around.
I appreciate it. Hey, Jackie Arvini, to see what's going on.
Yeah, so Jenny B says yes, that's what she was talking about. Just like you and I are, or Lynn and Jeff, we are the same people. If we had a conversation on the phone, it would go just the same way, except we wouldn't see each other.
So me and Corey were talking about this a little bit just recently, just an hour and a half ago. I agree that I'm the same person. I'm not like, I'm louder. I'm pretty freaking loud in general, okay? But I'm louder on purpose. I try to articulate. I pay attention to it a little more. Come on, I don't point at people in real life. I point at people on YouTube. So I don't think like, and maybe it's just because like me and my family have spoken publicly our whole lives. Like when I'm giving a speech, when I'm doing a training, when I'm doing what I do, when my kid is on stage, when my wife is on stage, it is different. That doesn't make it, it's not fake. Like I'm not faking it.
Right.
Like my daughter has a YouTube channel, but she never posts. My daughter is seen by more people every week. So funny. I'm really glad you stopped in. I love your channel's name. I'll check it out. Send me a link. I'm not able to jump over there now. Send me a note or something. And I'll go check out your channel because I like your name. She's on national TV every week, and people don't know that. And she has more people. She has more eyeballs on her. Probably times 1,000 every week than I do on my best video. Probably more than that. Probably over 100,000. But my point is, it's not fake, Jeff or Peyton or Paula or Lynn. It's right. It's the lights are on. Like.
Right. No, I totally get that. Yeah. I totally get that. That's my Violet Saki video that I was talking about, where I don't feel like I'm not. Josh. Hey, Josh. Yes, I agree 100%. But I wasn't being like the Lynn that you guys see in all of my vlogs or on my live streams. I was in teacher mode. Like I wanted to be articulate and make sure that I got it right and didn't, screw it up, so that anybody coming there for that one information, because it was information that I haven't found anywhere else on the internet. So I wanted it to be very precise. Yeah. Even though I still screw up my words and whatever, mess them up. It's fine. That's just me.
But this is YouTube. Like I think I've said this before. I don't think that Anderson Cooper style is what people are coming to YouTube for. I mean, nothing against Anderson Cooper. I'm just thinking of a famous guy who on real TV. I think part of the charm of YouTube has always been, and I know it's changing, but it's always been, YouTube.
Right.
YouTube. Like it's right. You
on the tube.
Yeah, it's very, film yourself was their tagline for a year. I think it was film yourself. I don't want to be Anderson Cooper, or I don't want to be, I don't know, I don't watch enough. I don't know the names anymore, but I want to be me. Now, I think that, like, okay, so me at a ball game, me at work, me at church, me on my YouTube channel, me at Disney. It's the same dude, different experiences, different thoughts, different place in life. Like my employees hear me and probably think of me different than I am on here, but I'm the same guy. I'm just talking about different stuff, and I have a different reason to articulate what I'm saying. I don't think it's entirely fair to think that people are supposed to be the same. Like if I see you on YouTube twice a week and live, and I watch you a couple videos a week for 2 years, and then I see you at Disney, and we share a corn dog together, and we have a Violet Saki or whatever we do, and I think leaving away, she was different. That's real freaking life.
Right.
That's
No,
not being fake. What say you?
I agree. I mean, I'm not gonna be. I'm obviously I'm a bartender, but I am different. I'm on stage there in a way that I'm not on stage on my YouTube videos. But so, and then when I come home from work, I'm not as amped up. I don't want anyone to talk to me actually because I've been talking all day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that.
So I definitely agree with that. But I think that as a human being on this planet, that you can understand that there's just different levels of genuinity. I think that's a word
It is now,
that
and I like it. Genuinity.
that you can see and that come across. And there's certain
That should be a
people
YouTube channel name, by the way. Genuinity.
that, come across when I feel like I can watch a YouTube video and tell immediately. I think I'm a pretty good judge of character, whether somebody's an actual, real, genuine person or if it's a show. And I know there's a level of showmanship that should go on to entertain. That's why we're here. We want them to stay. You want them to watch your whole 15-minute video or whatever it is. But also being a real person and a good person. And like, I'm not subscribed to anybody I don't like.
PPP. Josh is admitting he's totally faking his video.
Liar. Pants on fire.
So let me ask you this: if you were on a podcast like the Magic of the Mouse podcast, which you were just on recently,
Which we need to redo.
oh, that's right. I shouldn't even be promoting that one, huh? Is that the one that didn't go through? Well,
Yeah.
let's talk about that right now. The Magic of the Mouse podcast, where each week your host, Bill Guerrero Sr. and Bill Guerrero Jr. will be bringing you the latest Disney news and discussing everything Disney. March had two special guests. One's in chat and the other one's in chat and on screen. Fellow YouTube creators, Richard, the Orlando guy, and Lynn, the Lynn Project. I think I've heard of her. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps: Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. Bill is awesome. Bill is a friend. I love his content. I just don't like Philly fans in general, but I just let it go. It's not his fault that the Phillies are who they are. Were you different on your podcast than you are on your live streams or in real life? Do you see the segue I did there?
Yeah. So with the podcast, the only problem we had is I had issues hearing. So it was muted and I didn't want to overtalk anybody because it's so important in a podcast to have clear breaks. And I didn't want to overtalk anybody. So I felt like I had a lot more to say. Bill, heads up. I have a lot more to say.
Uh-oh. It's going to be 3 episodes. You thought it was going to be 2. It's going to be 3.
But
I'm talking about it. I mean,
I didn't want to over talk, and because on here it's easy to stop because of what this platform that it was. I've only done, I think I did a podcast with Brandy and Dave one other time, and they used a different platform. But this one, I think it's just because of the influx of everybody on the internet, and it was slower that it didn't go. I don't know. I guess. We'll find out, Bill. But
internet gremlin stuff happens. But
yeah,
I thought it was a funny segue, but it does segue probably a little more realistically into if you're doing podcasts, it's kind of the same. Like putting yourself. I listen to podcasts. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. But some people who listen to YouTube, some people who listen to podcasts aren't on Instagram.
Right.
Some people who listen to podcasts aren't on YouTube, and it is cross promotion. Like. I guess here's really where it comes down to the title of our live stream tonight. Is there return on investment on cross promoting in general? I say yes.
Yeah.
Is there directly on Instagram and YouTube? Well, I just said yes. I must think so. I don't think that if I'm on Instagram solely to get people over to YouTube, that's a good strategy. And I think vice versa. If I'm only on YouTube to get people to Instagram,
right,
that doesn't make sense. I am going to repurpose my content. I'm not going to always repurpose my content. Deep down, I can't imagine making somebody mad with that. But in my soul, I believe that if somebody was annoyed with me because they saw the same picture on Instagram as they did on Twitter and they left, don't think I lose anything there. I just don't.
Right. Well, like I said, I do it when I post on Instagram. It goes to Twitter and Facebook just because I'm not that present in those places. So, but I also know that I follow a lot of the same people on those platforms. Not Facebook so much, but Twitter, yes. At the same time, when they get the post on Twitter, there is no picture. It's just my caption. So that's another thing where people aren't really reading captions a lot of the times when they're liking the picture.
That's
They're
true.
just scroll scroll. I do it. I've done it and not read captions. So I'm assuming.
Twitter, would you agree that Twitter is a very different audience than, well, YouTube?
For sure.
Would you agree that Instagram is a very different audience than YouTube?
Yeah. One point I didn't make earlier that I want to make that I researched quite a bit earlier on in my YouTube career was Richard. Is that a lot of the people, like Corey, for instance, he has a great subscriber count on YouTube. And then if you go and look at his Instagram, I think it's
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry, Corey?
Corey. Yeah, Corey, for instance. And it doesn't correlate. The two platforms don't fully correlate in a lot of ways. So just because and then there's other people that are really big on Instagram and they have a YouTube channel and their YouTube channel has like nothing. And
that's the one that always freaks me out because I guess because I understand YouTube better. Do I understand YouTube? Probably not. But it's hard for me to understand how if you had a big following on Instagram, you wouldn't be on YouTube. But I don't know why I don't push it that way the other way. But that, I don't even think I made sense to my own self there.
Push it what way?
It's an opportunity. If you have a following on anything,
yeah,
I think you should be on YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know that I think if you have a big following on YouTube, you should necessarily be on all the other things. So that just might be me being YouTube centric.
Yeah, I can see that, but I also agree with it. I think that if you have something going, like if you have 10,000 followers on Instagram, why wouldn't you take whatever content you're creating, unless it's just pictures, but you're creating stories. Stories are a form of creation as well. Why not take that and put it up on YouTube and then get your swipe up feature and use it to send people over to your YouTube channel. Say, hey guys, I know you like my Instagram. I just started a YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it if you went and checked it out if you have time, blah, blah, blah. Just as a request. It's a call for action, as
there you go.
we use in this community, is the call for action. And I know my husband gave me crap about my call for action twice on my Violet Saki video, but it was like, what if somebody doesn't watch till the end? So what if I lose them after the first 4 minutes and they see me make the Violet Saki and they're done? They came what they came here for and then they're gone.
What was your call to action? Subscribe, like, share, that kind of thing?
Yeah, if you're enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. And I did that twice in a 7-minute video. And I don't feel bad about doing it because I know a lot of people that enjoy my content, that watch my content. They don't watch the whole video. They'll skip through it or not stay till the end, which if you didn't stay till the end on my Violet Saki video, you missed out on a funny outtake. So go back and watch that.
I try to put stuff, not on every video, but I've tried to put special things at the end. Not everyone, but when I can, just to
it's a reward to making it through the whole thing.
I also love getting a comment about the comment or the thing I do at the end, because it makes me feel like, hey, somebody stayed till the end. JB said YouTube is a lot of work. It certainly is. And that's part of it too. I think that people who don't YouTube know that it's harder than Instagram. I guess that's just the blunt way to say it. PPP says you should cross-promote on your platforms. You should never cross-promote onto other people's platforms. That's a really good point. Like if you're going on to other people's Twitters and saying, hey, here's a link to my video.
Yeah.
I mean, no one, does that work for anybody? It just makes, come on, I'll just say it. I'll say it right now live, what we say after the show often. I get, and everybody who has more than 12 followers gets people who are just messaging them all day long. Hey, can I be on your show? Watch my video, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And, whatever. It is what it is. That's the world we live in. It's
Right.
so I work, right? Networking is everything. Networking is everything. Who you know is everything. How you interact with is everything. I run a nonprofit, and so when I first moved into the new town that I moved into, it's been a decade now, all the local service things invited me to come speak. Please join our group, blah, 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 blah. And I call them to their face and not to their face networking for dummies. Like if I can't network except for if I've got a plastic chicken lunch in front of me and a big salad, I don't. I mean, and there's so many people that live their life at work just trying to go to a meeting so they can show the boss that they're at a meeting, and everybody's at the same table having the same thing, wishing they had something other than ranch and blue cheese for the salad, and it's not networking, and it's
I
networking
know
for
both
dummies.
great sauces, so.
But and there's so many people on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter that are just there about, hey, watch my video, hey,
Right.
after your show, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. And it's hard for me to say this because obviously I like, hey, look at me. I have a YouTube channel for a couple of reasons. One of them is I like attention, right? So I'm not going to pretend like I don't. I do. But if I'm sending people, what Josh said, if I'm going to their channel to promote my stuff, if I'm just direct message them to death on, hey, look at my this, hey, look at my that, hey, come on your show, shut up.
Yeah, it's not appealing. It's ugly, and that's
Boring.
not how you're successful. That's not how you're gonna, I guess it just depends on what you define as success. But if you just want other people to like say, hey, I'm your friend, like Facebook, hey, we're friends now. Yeah, you're never going to be successful. But if that's not what you're going for, but I would assume that if you're on YouTube and creating, then you have bigger fish to fry. You have a goal, and asking other people to shout you out or send you to a stream or whatever it is, I don't really respond to those things. I like to promote people that I want to support. Sure. And I don't want any one person to tell me who I should support. I support people, and I will shout people out because I thoroughly, genuinely enjoy them. I enjoy their company. I enjoy their content, or one way or another. And I will say that because that's who I want to give my support to, not just, hey, will you shout me out? Sure. Who are you? What do you even create? Is that even a video, or are you just saying something? And I guess I don't know, maybe I'm being mean right now, but I'm being honest. And Chris, we would love to have you on and talk about. Yes, we would love that.
Here's the problem. It will talk about planes. I might talk about Shamu a little bit. I love me some orchids too. I've said this before. He loves two things. I mean, that's what this is. Let's be real. Like, I was going to be silly, but let's be real. What is this? Why am I so close to you? Why am I so close? You know, me and Corey just talked during and then after the stream. Why do I like Josh? Why do I like Bill? Why do I like
Eddie family? Thank you.
All the people in here? You know, Lena and Kelly and Taylor and Angela and all the people who are in here. And if I didn't say your name, please don't feel offended. But it's because we connect.
Yes.
We love something. Like most of the people in this community, we like Disney together, right? That's what the common thread is here. I mean, the concentric circle, we have all these circles. Like with me and Chris, we love Disney, Shamu, orcas, planes that go really fast, right? Even like weather. I love weather. So I'm going to like him more. Did I say that out loud? I mean every word of that. I'm going to like him more. If he was really if what I knew about Chris was he was really into stitching, nothing wrong with stitching. I don't know, pavement and, drywall, I wouldn't be down because I don't care about those things, but he likes things I like.
Right.
The Disney that guys, they're funny. They like Disney. Josh, oh my gosh, by the way, I'm loving his
SEA videos.
Series. I was looking for the word series, which is close to see how hard is that word. But my point is they're connections, and that's freaking awesome. That's what I love about this. Why am I going off on this tangent? I don't know.
Just about supporting people that you want to support.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
and making a call to action. I appreciate requests of people wanting me to send whatever. Lena, can I give a quick shout out to Lena, please?
No.
Yes. So I want to give a huge shout out to Lena. She is awesome and amazing, and she is my very first ever Patreon supporter, and that happened this week, and it absolutely made my week. So thank you so much, Lena. I just wanted to shout you out on here. I look forward to. I know you messaged me today about coming on stream, and I was still in bed, and then slept for like 4 more hours after that. So. Give me like a day or two heads up, and I would love to come on and hang out with you live next weekend.
I love that. Yeah, I knew that she was that, and I was going to ask you about Patreon to lead you there, but we got there. Spaceship Earth. I've been inside Spaceship Earth. That's great. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Rachel on Facebook. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. And on Facebook.
Hey, Rachel.
Yeah, and so I'm not on TikTok. Like going back to what we said there.
Yeah.
To what you said about it specifically. I'm not going to be there, not because I'm mad at it, because I'm not going to carve out that time. I'm not going to say there's never a time in my life that I'm going to be on there, but I don't think I am. Like it's just I'm not on Snapchat. It's just a decision I've made. I am on Byte. Most people in here have never heard of Byte. Like it's just you got to pick where you're going to put your resources, right? If you got $10, like if you're putting $1,000 in the stock market,
right?
You can put $1,000 into Disney. You can put $100 into Disney and have $900 put other ways. You got to decide where you deploy your resources. And I'm out on TikTok. But
well, the thing with TikTok is I have dabbled in it. I really enjoy it, but I feel like I don't even stand a chance because my husband signed up for TikTok just to support me. And my niece is on TikTok. So like he'll go on and watch our videos and I'm like, don't forget to like them. And then I look at his feed that comes up. I'm like, what are you watching right now? He's laughing in the background because it's just all like hot young chicks doing a dance. And
wait, where?
On TikTok. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're all doing like the same.
Yeah, right. It's like a new version of the YMCA, but not
a guy
as cool.
Who doesn't have abs. I do like all the abs I get to see, but I'm not even on TikTok. They're coming to me on my Instagram. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'll be watching those, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna let my wife know that I'm seeing this, and I don't even want to see this. Like,
it's just everywhere, and it's funny because I look at it and I see that, and I'm like, I like creating because I love creating, and TikTok is just a different form of that, but it's also a time eater. It's going to take up more of my time that I could be doing something else. I could be doing something productive, or I could be doing something else less productive. But I'm sorry if you guys are picking up them. They're gaming hard. It's been a hard gaming in here. All right, good. But I enjoy doing it, but at the same time, as I'm doing it, I don't feel like it's really going to provide value, air quotes.
Yeah, I feel like the old guy who wants the young kids off his lawn. I'm looking at you, Taylor. I'm looking right at you, Taylor. But I just don't care.
Hi, Shelly.
For whatever reason, Instagram decided I would like some TikToks. And yeah, I like pretty girls dancing like weirdos, fine, whatever. But I'm out. Like, I don't care. And I'm sure I would love Josh's. I'm sure I would love yours. I'm sure I would love the this and that guys. Those are the people I know on TikTok. And I'm sure there's a bunch of others too. I don't know why, but I don't care. I don't care. And I do have a security issue. I do. Like, me and Dave talked about it a little bit, and he was like, no, I don't care about that. It is what it is. Like, I think there are.
Hey, Samantha.
I mean, you're not, if you're a government employee, they don't let you have TikTok for a reason, and it's a security reason.
Oh, right.
It's political, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But I am out for that reason alone. And then you throw in everybody's trying to be. I mean, again, I'm not nothing against 19-year-old abs, but it's a little creepy. And it might be. I bet there's people on there listening to say, "No, he's just an old guy." Okay, that's cool.
No, you can call me an old lady too, because I mean I'm on there, but at the same time, the one person I follow, other than my friends that I follow because I follow them on Instagram and YouTube, they're my friends. But the one person I follow is just this crazy lady that's like around my age. She's a mom, and she just glues random things to her face, and she's ridiculous, and it makes me laugh. So it's entertaining. She's like glued. What is it? Those pom-poms, those craft pom-poms. She put glue all over her face and glued her entire face in pom-poms, and I couldn't stop laughing.
So we all have extra time right now on our hands.
Yeah.
Like all of us do. There is not, like, if you could give me infinity amount of time in a day, like it would never end, I still wouldn't watch what you just described.
It was so funny.
Kill me.
It was funny.
Like I could waste my time, trust me, but
oh man.
Well, whatever. I'll leave it at that. You know who would be great though on TikTok?
Who?
Bill Guerrero. Be sure to follow Magic the Mouse Facebook page and join over 7,000 followers who enjoy their daily Disney news posts and photos. You can also find the Magic of the Mouse on Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also be sure to check out Magic of the Mouse TV channel and YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when they post a new video from the parks. I love their podcast. I like a bunch of Disney podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this because he's my friend. I'm not just saying this because he's a sponsor. It's a fun podcast. It's real. I like that medium. I like podcasts a lot. Here's a link to it. I should have dropped it in earlier. There's times that audio, not that I can't listen to YouTube, but I just like the audio medium, and I like his edits. I keep talking to him about it, audio editing, and he's like my go-to for this, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. He knows so much more than he even understands. He knows, I think, and it's fun. I like the Tinkerbell voice. I like the special effects. Is that the right way to say it? Audio?
His intro. I love his intro.
All that stuff. It's just really fun. I like that medium. And part of it is because I don't know it well. I like podcasting. I do have a podcast. I'm not posting a lot on it. I will again. And anyway, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Check out his podcast. I guess so your podcast is not up and running then? It didn't
Not yet. I need to talk to Bill again, but I will be if he'll have me, we'll redo it, and then we will be on there soon enough. So
well, his most recent guest then was Richard from the Orlando guy, and
that's a good one.
I can't wait for baseball season for a bunch of reasons, but me and him have a lot of stuff in the hopper, as they say, if we ever get baseball again. But I only want to talk. That's going to get me all depressed. Corey Meets World. I've heard of Corey. What's going on, Corey? How do I become Instagram famous? I need to know. Don't we all, buddy? I think what you do is you do something with the hair. Oh, never mind.
You know what? Just keep it going, because with this self-quarantine, your hair is going to be like on mega ultra Corey mode. So it's going to just reach new lengths. Bump.
So I don't know. You guys are so obsessed with this guy's hair. Like, it cracks me up, and I love it. And he's got such a good attitude about it. Anyway, I love him. And he was just on my show, DisTube. If you didn't get to see it live, check out the replay. He's a great guy. Get over his channel. All the things. Lena, I still love you, but no. Baseball. Baseball is the farthest from dumb. Taylor says, how to become Instagram famous, be a hot girl.
Pretty much. Same with TikTok.
And I learned a thing about Tim Pruitt tonight that I didn't know. He's also into planes that go. So that's kind of, ooh, that was good. Did you like that?
That was good. It's a very good blast off sound effect. You can go back and re-record it and then use it on a YouTube video.
Yeah, I can't ever do it again. No, it's too late. You get one. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know that we accomplished anything tonight as it relates to the Instagram return on investment. I would say this, and I got to be honest with you. It's what Josh said in the quick little comment that I put on there.
Yeah.
Whether you're repurposing or you're creating basic native to that platform, I think it makes a lot of sense if you're into it. Like, for me, I'm not going to dive into TikTok. I'm just not. I don't hate it. I'm just not. But if you're on Instagram, you should create for and repurpose.
Yeah.
And I think if the goal is to spread your message, like Corey, he's up on screen right now. We talked about Sean Cannell. I really like him.
Yeah.
You really like him. I know you had some conversations with him, I think. I think that I've always liked his, attitude. It's about having a voice. You know, do you guys know who Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name right now. The guy who owns Vid Summit. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name.
The vidIQ guy?
No, Vid Summit. Who's the guy who owns Vid Summit? He's buddies with Mr. Beast. Ah, he talked about on his Instagram today. I can't believe I can't think of his name. I'm feeling like an idiot. It'll pop in my head. He posted on Instagram on doesn't matter, or wherever it was. He talked about he can pick his own clients, and he had a client. Everybody's off work right now, and he got a call from 3 large marketers, and the three different large marketers, and he shared a conversation with one, and it was a text message, and he blocked it out, but he showed you it, and he basically said,
His name is Shep.
"Chat is too funny. I can't keep my."
I know.
He said, "Hey, I'm interested in your services. I'll pay you $50,000 for a weekend. I want to blow up like Mr. Beast. I need to know how to do everything." And the question was, why do you want to grow a channel? And he said, well, I want to make a lot of money and this and that, blah, blah, blah. He said, well, what's your reason for it? And the conversation kept going back to tell me your why. And Daryl Eves, thank you. Richard's on the Orlando guy, Daryl Eves, who's awesome. And if you care about creation at all, you must be following him. Probably the best, really. I think that the conversation was just basically Daryl saying, yeah, no, I'm not interested in having you as a client. And the guy said, yeah, screw you. You just lost $50,000. And Daryl's response was, see how awesome it is when you don't care about the money. You just care about helping to amplify people's voices. Sean Cannell, who I was referencing earlier, he started working at his church. I think he got fired from his church. I don't want to screw up his story. It's his story, not my story. But he was doing video for his church and fell in love with it. And then all of a sudden jumps on YouTube. Now he's a YouTube guru, right?
Stop dragging chairs, please.
Who is helping others amplify their voice. Sure, I would love to do this full time. Sure, I love it when YouTube sends me a check. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, they're not huge checks, but hey, they're not zero. But it's not about that. It's about amplifying my voice. If I can get somebody to smile, if I can get somebody, come on. Can I show you guys a Facebook post by a friend?
Yes,
I can. Yes, I can. But Spaceshipper says Daryl Eves is epic content. So true. I don't even know if I have it. I might not even have this to show you guys. I won't even bother looking for it. Somebody that we know very well in our personal life recently found our YouTube channel.
Bruno is just sending a sticker of a guy on a chair with like flames because my kid is dragging chairs around my floor and doesn't know how to pick them up. Stop dragging.
I saw Mom Life. I saw Lyft. I was all confused. Chris, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. My phone just died too, so I can't even look at the super thing anymore. But anyway, buddy, I appreciate you. Here's my point. If you're thinking about how you can, I want to tell you the story. This young lady who we know very well, who knows us very well, who knew I had a YouTube channel but never watched it, I've actually asked her to be on DisTube already. And she said, no, here's why. She worked for Disney years ago. She sang in the Christmas processional. What's that thing called? The Christmas processional. Is that what it's called? The
candlelight processional.
That one. And so she's been in that. She did it for years. She's a talented singer, blah, 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 blah. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to have you on my channel. They would love you. No, I'm never going to do that, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. She didn't even like Disney anymore, right? She lived there. She moved away. She wasn't even into Disney. And now she's back into Disney, and she posted on Facebook about the Bates family, blah, blah, blah. And they've got my love for Disney, blah, blah, blah. And it touched me. And why do I care? And I don't care. Well, I don't need other people to love Disney, but because it brings me so much joy.
Right.
It's going to bring her more joy. Boy, that was the longest story I've ever told in my life, and I'm sorry I didn't get to the point. But I just like when something awesome happens in my life, I want to brag to 2 people. My mommy, I'm 50, and I still want to call my mommy and my wife. Yeah. Now I have all of you to tell you, now and then good things, but it's kind of awesome, right? So it's about sharing the voice.
Yes.
Why I do the channel. Why do you do yours?
That's it. And we spoke to that many times. I think we probably talked more offline about it than online, but that is a huge part of it. Just the reward feeling. I know I've talked about it a lot online, is like I'm still getting comments in on my resort room tour videos about how, people are excited about, in a few months they had to reschedule, but they watched my video and now they're going to stay there and they want to go into the pirate room because they watched my video. And like, I love hearing that. Like, that makes me so happy because that is one of my biggest goals in starting the channel. And then the other side of it that we talk about a lot, that I don't feel like we talk about it enough, but I feel like we talk about it a lot. Probably, like I said, probably more offline, is that the reward of the community. And some of my best friends and you and Corey talked about it, and I was like, absolutely. But wait, talking offline sells like online, so is it online or offline?
I mean, he's right.
But we talk.
Hey, Shelly.
About, I talked to Josh and Britt, practically Perfect Park Hopping, and I'm pretty sure we talk pretty much every day at some point or another, and they're my partner channel and I absolutely adore them, and they're some of my best friends, and there's a lot of other people in my life that I see regularly, not now, but usually, and I still don't text them, or family that I don't text or call as regularly as I do a lot of people that I'm friends with through the Disney community. And that's been like a really awesome thing is being a part of this community. And I don't know, just sharing this one big thing that we all care so much about and find the magic in it that other people don't know and other people think is culty and weird. And we all just get each other and we're like, no, we're like the cool people and nobody else knows it.
If you give me Kool-Aid, if it's red, I'll drink it. I'm not even gonna. So I got to tell you a story on that. So I run a nonprofit, right? And I've given, I speak to groups. I've given many a speech to people, and there was one specific one that I was talking to lots of people with blue hair, and
you had blue hair once.
Yeah, well, it was different blue hair, and so I'm up there and I'm talking about what I do. I work for a Boys and Girls Club at the time. What I do is still after school. It's not Boys and Girls anymore. It doesn't matter. And I said, hey, this is my thing. This is my life. I did this since 1993. And I usually joke. Some of you weren't even born yet. I didn't make that joke that night. And then I said, I drank the Kool-Aid on that many, many years ago, meaning I'm bought in.
Right. Yeah.
I actually got a letter to my board president saying how inappropriate that was. And I'm like, what? Does she live down in New Guinea? What's the issue here? I know. Some of you will get that joke, but yeah, I was not at a Smurf convention. It would have been better. That's a whole other thing. But what is up? Can we change the subject drastically?
Yes.
What is this tiger thing joke?
Oh my God, we watched the whole thing.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what this show is?
You gotta watch it, and only because it's so bad. Like it is a show where there is zero good people in it. Like everyone is a bad person. There is no there. Oh my God, Josh and I have been going back and forth with like memes about it, and then as he shares a meme with me, I share it with Sean, and then he shares it somewhere else because it's so funny. But
is he the one that dropped the virus? Because everybody seems to love him and hate him.
Look
at this chat. It's going on. It's mandatory. You have to watch it. It's crazy. So have I told you my Macarena story?
No. Macarena?
Whatever. So I think it's this. Yeah. Well, that's what all the girls are doing on TikTok, by the way. Thank you very much. They just have their shirt up to here, so whatever. But
I'm not doing that.
Like they think it's like new now. It's the same thing. So I feel that like you all have seen this thing that I don't even know what it is, right? So it's my show. I can tell a story, right? Here it comes. So I was at a Padre game in San Diego many moon ago, and I'm with my friend, and we have two other friends, and it was a giveaway night. So the whole freaking stadium's full. All right. Everybody's there. And the seventh inning stretch, they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And then they play another song, right? Well, the other song was the Macarena. Freaking, I don't know what you said. I don't even know what to call it. And so this is me and 60 freaking thousand people, right?
Yeah.
Everybody doing the Macarena on the big screen in my row, the friends I'm with, the lunatics throwing hot dogs at me. Everybody but one person, me. I remember it was the first time I felt old. I was like 21 or something, and they're all doing the Macarena but me. And I'm like, what freaking cult are all you all in? And I feel like that's what this Joe Exotic, Tiger Lily, gardener, I don't know what it is. So
Josh almost made me spit out my drink all over my keyboard by his comment. So thank you for that, Josh. I appreciate it.
what did you say, Josh? What I miss?
He said, what did he say? Joe Exotic will go down as the one person who single-handedly got us through COVID-19.
I don't know.
No, it's entertaining because it's one of those, like, it's a train wreck situation where you can't take your eyes off of it and you want to watch the next one because you're like, what are these crazy people going to say? Like, they have no teeth and they are crazy. Like, yes, it. I don't want to go into it anymore, but
so you're giving me the reasons to watch it, and you went pretty quickly to, and they have no teeth.
Yeah, you watch the transition though, because you can see from the beginning when they had teeth, and then at the very end, there's some of them that have no teeth, and
like a UFC fight or something.
No, not that kind of losing your teeth, but
so do you watch the Kardashians, and do you enjoy that?
No, I've never watched them at all. I can't stand that part of it.
I watched the commercial tonight and it made me mad. I'm like, what the heck?
No. Yeah, there you go. Josh is going to sell it to you with that.
Ooh, I was going to say, Josh, what do you get, commission? That's how you get me. Josh knows how you get me.
Yes, Josh.
I'm looking at it. I have 4 autographed 8x10s on my wall right there from Breaking Bad. That's how much I love. I should do a contest. What 4 autographs are on my wall from Breaking Bad? I bet you guys would never get the 4. That's a whole other thing. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna have time. Ozark just came out season 3, so I'll be checking that out. But
we're working on that. We just finished the Tiger King, so we're good on that.
What Taylor?
There's more to it than that. There's like a lot more to it than that.
Is any of that is the first 2 words that she put in there at all?
Yeah.
Out.
Not really, though. Out. It's like not even a factor in it, really. But the craziest thing is, all right, we're gonna get into this for like 5 seconds. So what is it, Joe guy, he actually like ran for governor, I think, and then he has a YouTube channel that's actually very successful and entertaining after you watch the
you guys are pumping me right now, right? You guys are all pumping me.
Oh my God, no.
So I very much respect Josh's opinion. I very much respect Chris's opinion. I very much respect your opinion. And Blue Nose now says, that's true, Josh. I immediately started watching Breaking Bad after. You guys, is there like a bet to see if you get me to watch the show? He ran for president and governor?
Yes, there he is, yes!
So it's Chris Perry?
Oh, sorry. No, seriously. It is entertainment, and I'll give you that for sure.
Taylor says that she suggests Outlander. I've heard of it. I don't know. I feel like it's a Jeep. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I am not. I'm probably more likely to get on TikTok than watch this show, but I might give it 5 minutes.
I mean, give it. I do what you want, but
don't worry.
Everyone else is
presidential campaign videos are comp.
Avery said it perfectly. Pure entertainment. I don't like anyone in that show. There is not one good character. When we discussed the show as we were watching it, Sean and I, there are just people that you like less and like a little more less and then really loathe. There is no good character. And I think that's kind of maybe the draw of the show, is that you go into it and you start watching and you're like, wow, all these people really suck. Like, they're all really bad people and they're doing bad things, and they're trying to justify them in their weird mental states of delusion that are not reality, but they have their own reality that they create. And it's just,
I love listening to people's excuses and reasons why. I run a nonprofit and we serve lots of people, and on occasion I get some funny, we've joked about doing a YouTube channel about some of the lunacy. Shelly, you can call me coach anytime. There's quite a few people that used to be high school kids that still call me Coach Bates on occasion. You're trying to figure out which one is the worst. Huh. I don't know. I'm not going to promise nothing. So what did we learn tonight? We learned that some lunatic on Netflix and on YouTube is crazy. We learned that Lynn doesn't want to. I don't know what we learned about that. Lynn doesn't. What did we learn about Instagram and YouTube as it relates to Lynn's opinion?
What we learned about Lynn's opinion is that I waver on the push and pull of whether or not it's really worth it, but at the same
kind of
time,
said that, but then you told us what you do.
Exactly. But I also teeter on the edge of I'm still going to do it because I want to be as many places as possible to get my brand and my voice out there.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to tap into the things, but there's certain things like my pie. I have my pie, and that's what I'm working on, figuring out how I'm going to cut my pie up better because I don't feel like I've been cutting it as well. And so, yeah, I think ultimately this is going to be my ultimate opinion is yes, cross promote on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and wherever else you feel comfortable cross promoting, because that's what you should be doing. But also be aware of how much time you're spending in the different avenues of putting your cross promotion out there. And make sure you stay focused on your goal. If your goal is Instagram, focus on that. If your goal is YouTube, focus on that. And then everything else is by factor of it.
I mean, I deeply agree with that. I mean, you said it perfectly. You're only going to get out what you put in, right? I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's...
Thank you.
You're welcome. Another thing that I do want to say, well, first let me drop this link. So the sponsor of the show, my buddy Bill, get over to his podcast, give him some love. Get over to his YouTube channel, give him some. Did it go through? My links are slow tonight. I feel like, yeah, there we go. It's just well worth your time, and it would be a personal favor to me to give that a look. I just think it's a great time if you're not listening to podcasts to dive into some podcasts. It's a great thing to put in the background and listen to all of them. There's other podcasts too.
Yeah.
This is the one I want you to go check out because I say so. Also, I want to drop the link to the TubeBuddy. This is my referral link. I'm going to spend more time this week purposely learning the opportunities that having a TubeBuddy membership have. And so I dropped the link. It's a referral link. I know Bill, who I just talked to, just got his first free. I hope I can say this. I'm going to roll the dice. Got his first free referral on Epidemic Sound. I'm a big believer in using the links, the referral links. We talked last week about the Amazon links. You know, do the things that you're going to do anyway, but make sure you give the value where you can. So, like, if you're checking out TubeBuddy, click on my link or click on Lynn's link or whoever's link and go get a free month. They'll give you a free month. If you sign up, we'll get something free. Yeah. Epidemic Sound. He just got a free month. I've gotten 3 free months on Epidemic Sound. And I feel like, yeah, that was right. 3 free months. Yeah. Because somebody got a free month out of it and then liked it and paid. It's just the way to go. But for me, TubeBuddy, I've got the TubeBuddy Legend now, and there's so much. Like, I haven't even played with the A/B testing yet. We talked about.
I want to do that so bad.
Yeah. And so I think up your game on the things you love. If you're going to podcast, dive into Anchor and learn podcasting. Or, you know, I was talking to Bill about vMix. Is it vMix? I hope I'm saying that right. What he's using for audio, and he's so excited about it. And yeah, you can get it. Or who was that? Spaceship Earth. Yes, you can get it on Google Podcasts. Why won't it click? My computer's being all funny. There we go. Yes, Spaceship Earth. Go wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Magic of the Mouse TV, and his podcast will be there. So anyway, my point is, use some of this time to get good at the things you're into. If you're into TikTok, go find somebody who knows TikTok well and learn that. For me, TubeBuddy, Epidemic Sound had a neat contest that I thought about diving into. And
I thought about that too. But
yeah, I thought it might be good for the show, but then I ran out of time. But,
yeah.
I'll probably look at that again tomorrow. But my point is, whatever you're into, take a half hour a day over the next week and get good at it. I mean, somebody way smarter than me, Malcolm Gladwell, in one of his great books, talked about how do you become a worldwide expert in something? I think it's like a half hour a day for 7 years. We all have a half hour a day. I mean, God willing, we'll all be here in 7 years. I hope, I believe. And so use that time wisely and get great at something. At the end of however long this takes, what are you going to be much better at? What are you going to accomplish? I think for me, that's what this show is about, helping people be inspired to learn and create and grow. I'm going to use it. I'm telling you publicly, I'm going to spend it on TubeBuddy. And if you want to go on that journey with me, click on the link that I put, get a free week or free month, excuse me. Have fun with it. Sign up for the real one if you want. And I think it's well worth the dollars. Epidemic Sound is well worth the dollars. You can get a free month. Yeah. Again, links in my description, links in Lynn's descriptions. I'm trying to get across, use this time wisely. And if you're spending money on Amazon, click on Lynn's Amazon link, click on my link, click on your favorite creator's link if they have it. A lot of creators have it in their descriptions. It's free money for your favorite creator. It doesn't cost you a penny.
It really, I just want to say too, like it really makes a big difference. I know Lynn also helped me out with that. My Epidemic Sound link, she clicked on that and she gets something from it. I get something from it. And it just makes a big difference. Like 1 month free, maybe it's, what is it, $12 or whatever it is. But it's so much appreciated. That's, one less bill to pay to help us create, because I don't want to get rid of Epidemic Sound. I'm not going to get rid of Epidemic Sound anytime soon. I absolutely adore using it. I love it. I just searched Japan music for my sake video and then went through a list, and it's fun. Like you've done it too.
Music on mine tonight.
Yeah, I heard that, and it's just so much fun listening through it. And you're like, okay, what's the right tempo, the beats per minute that I'm gonna?
And it's such a win-win, right, Lynn? I mean, like, so I love you, buddy. I love Epidemic Sound. Let's just stay with it. We go forever. Yeah. I want to support them because I love them. Right. Oh, by the way, if I get 12, just once a month, easy math. If I got one person every month to sign up on Epidemic Sound, they get a free month. And if they like it, they pay for it. And if those things happen, I get a free month. Can I get 12 people to do that every year? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah. And by me, you signed up on my link, and now you got a free month. Bill signed up on my link, and now he got a free month. We could do this. Like, I'm not selling Amway soap here, people. I'm saying if you're a creator, nothing wrong with Amway soap. I'm not buying. Thanks, Brett. I don't want it. But what I'm saying is, I like the referral link. I like the gratitude economy. I like, you don't have to pay to watch our YouTube videos, but you can if you want. It's the same with TubeBuddy's freaking awesome, people. Click on my link, go check it out. If you're a creator, you're going to get it at some point. Yeah. It's great.
I love TubeBuddy too. I find that more valuable than the vidIQ, but I haven't really dove into the vidIQ.
I like vidIQ, but it's for me, I like
TubeBuddy better.
I hope to someday be related to TubeBuddy, and I'm actually building some conversations now. I think this show and TubeBuddy are a thing. I've told you about it already. We're going to have some in-person stuff. Now we won't be doing in-person stuff, and I've already got TubeBuddy who do it for anybody. I'm not anything special, but I just really love what they're about and what they provide, and I want to promote. Like I foresee in the future a couple of our shows that we have having those sponsorships, and I'd be proud to have a TubeBuddy link and an Epidemic Sound link. Sure, I would get value out of it, but so would the people watching, and so would they. But TubeBuddy people, sure, they're making money. I'm sure they're making money, but they want to help creators be great creators, and the more I get to know them, the more I fall in love with their mission. So
exactly. Thank you for that, Spaceship Earth. Yeah, I agree.
So there you go. So I think that's probably plenty of time. So my commercial for my buddy and my sponsor, Bill, get over to Magic the Mouse TV, his channel on YouTube, and his podcast, Sean S. No Apologies. I like it when she gets all frustrated. Make more noise, probably. But I didn't hear you once, to be honest with you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Dole Whip Dad and TubeBuddy live from Vid Summit, maybe 2021, because I got plans for this October, but I do want to go there. Richard, let's go. Me and you.
That would be so cool.
What do you got coming up on your channel? Let's close up tonight. I feel like we've gone long, but I feel like get over to the podcast that I've been talking about. Check out TubeBuddy. Check out Epidemic Sound. Click on Lynn's links or my links, whatever you want to do. You got a sake video. What else you got coming up soon?
Sake video dropped today. I am going to start working on sake, the Japanese version. so good. I am working on my next one up. I'm going to work on my Animal Kingdom Lodge resort and room tour, which I've been talking about for way too long, and I'm going to work on that and really
Not way
get
too long. Not
way
too
too long. But I'm super excited about it. I guess I'm just like, I've been holding back because I'm nervous about editing it, making sure it's perfect. And then after that, I have a lot of, yes, I want to Orlando Guy Richard. I got inspired from today's video I dropped. I want to start a Disney cocktail copycat recipe video series. So if anybody has any intel on actual recipes or cocktails that they want to see, I'm getting together a list already. I have about 4. So I'm going to start working on that. It's just about money to afford all these different liquors that I don't have at my house. But yeah, that's another thing I want to start on. And then just my normal checking in with the Lynn Project on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Coffee and Contemplation on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on my channel this week. And then again, Creator Talk next week with you. What about you?
You're a busy young lady. Well, going weekdays.
Nope.
Every day. I was about to say the wrong thing. I'm now doing weekdays during this, whatever the heck this is, thing going on with my wife. We go at 3 p.m. our time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's been a lot of fun. We only done 2 or 3 days so far, but really had some fun with that, and we're going to continue doing that. It really kind of cuts our day in half.
Yeah.
I kind of need to know what time it is, so I'm really liking that for that silly reason. But it's been really fun, and it's already helped our channel in a few different ways. But love doing it with my wife. So that's me and my wife. It's kind of Beauty and the Beast weekdays, and then we have our Beauty and the Beast Saturday mornings with me and my wife. It's usually where we kick off our weekend, talk about our Disney plans, anything we bought Disney, just what's going on in our life, and just see where the conversation goes. It's kind of a family Disney talk. And then obviously Friday night we have Disney Pins Live. Taylor this week is going to be on again, and she's going to be giving away some pins, pin or some pins. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow I'm going to work on TubeBuddy. I got to be honest. I've got a video. I'm going to finish up a video maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I've got 2 that I think I'll finish up tomorrow, in hopes of getting ahead of the game, because I really want to spend some time in TubeBuddy and learn a thing or 4.
Yeah, I need it. That's one thing that I need to work on more. And I feel like the videos that I have, thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate that. I will get to the liquor store as soon as I can.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're amazing. I forgot what I was saying.
I don't know what you're saying. I can't help it.
Yes, finding out the keywords, the keywords that you put when the tag words that you're tagging, basically like your hashtags, except not your hashtags in your video. I'm really hoping that for my Violet Sake video, and that's why I was kind of nervous about it, because there are no other recipes out there for it. I couldn't find one. I had to make one up. And
really? Huh, well, that's cool though.
I think I'm happy with it. I like it. I enjoy it. I drink it frequently. And I think that I tagged it in a way. So I had Sean check it and Google Violet Sake recipe, which was my first tag of the video. And it showed up as the second recommended.
Did you have him sign out?
He did it on his phone.
So to see what the general public will see, sign out of whatever.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it'll. So how it'll show up for me and how it'll show up for somebody else are going to be different.
Different.
So if you want to know, yeah, because I'm already following you. So
right.
I'll do it for you. Here, I'll do it for you now if you want. But we'll do it after the stream. We'll do it after stream.
Yeah. But I thought that was kind of cool, because I couldn't find the recipes, and I want to be able to share my. That's why I called it copycat, because it's not an exact. Thank you so much, Angela. You've been awesome tonight. Have fun rollerblading. Let me know how it goes. If you're on Instagram, send me a message. I want to see you rollerblading. Yes, I love all things purple. Pretty much. Yeah. Anyways, but I just want to share something that I'm passionate about. I enjoy doing it. I go in we'll skip all that. But I go into like kind of teacher mode when I'm there, so I got serious. But I'll find my voice in that and make it a little better with the next. I think it's definitely going to become a series because it's something that I really enjoy doing. So
it's right up your alley. It's perfect. People will love that. People will love
yeah.
it. Do you know? Well, you introduced me to. I was about to ask you if you know Hughes and Brews. You're the one that introduced
Yeah,
me.
I love them. They're awesome.
I do too. Back to TubeBuddy. We were watching Harry Potter downstairs. I was editing. I was eating and editing. That's what I've been doing. But Harry Potter was on. The girls love it. We were having fun. But I was working on TubeBuddy, and I decided to try to get to 100% on TubeBuddy.
Wow.
And I did it with the 2 ones that I wanted. And I posted the other day. I did one, and I tagged Rob and Andrew from TubeBuddy, and it created another conversation with them. And
yeah,
it's fun. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's kind of exciting to be there and just grow it. And hey, Nathan, and I just like it, and I want to get good at it. And I totally support what the Orlando guy just said. We are supporting Lynn's Disney bartending. I can't even talk. I didn't even have any of the sake we're talking about. Supporting Lynn's Disney bartending series via the PayPal. Do it.
Yeah, I love it. It's just like Disney drinks have so many random things.
Oh, hang on, look out!
No. Thank you. They have so many random things that I don't, because we just have like the things that we like to drink here, and there's like peach schnapps and X Fusion and amaretto and all of these things that I don't normally keep on hand because I don't drink them. Like I'll drink them in Disney cocktails, but I love creating cocktails. I love creating new things, and I love the challenge of making a mock version of it. So I put a back scratcher in my Amazon cart because I want to recreate the back scratcher from the Polynesian.
I thought you meant, okay.
No, like not for me personally, but to put in the drink for a video. And then I think it's a Lapu Lapu that's made in a pineapple.
Yeah.
I have another a pineapple core in my cart to try to recreate that because I have
somebody who loves pineapple everything.
Yeah, I thought it would be really, really, really fun.
Well, it's a fun idea. It's a fun idea for a series.
Yeah, and I mean, the more I do it, the less robotic I will sound with my math increment.
I don't want to do that, but I doubt you sound like that. But I'll go listen here in a minute. Jenny Bean. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jenny Bean, that even rhymes.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or requests or recipes that you actually know, I would love to hear them. So send me Instagram, DM me, and I would love to try that out for you and make a video for everybody to enjoy some Disney drinks at home.
That being a series for you that does very well.
Yeah.
Brings new people, and I love it. I love it. Well, guys, I had a blast. We're 150 in, so
yeah, it's time to say goodnight.
We need an end song or something. Anyway, I appreciate you, everybody in the stream. But some of you were in 2 streams. I mean, come on, this is almost a 2-hour long stream, and we had an hour stream before, and some of you were in both. It means a lot to me, guys. To my mods, to people who just hung out and chat, even to those of you who are there and you haven't said a word, because I know there's some of those too.
Yeah.
Just all of it. So many super chats tonight, so much good laughs. 2 great people on screen right now with Lynn, earlier with Corey. I just feel blessed to have all of you in my life right now. And I'm not trying to be all sappy, but I'm feeling it's weird. Like, I don't know, maybe it takes a negative thing in the world for us to. I hope I'm full of gratitude all the time, but I'm definitely feeling more full of gratitude. Like, Lynn, I love you. I'll say it in front of them. I love you. I love that we get to do this. Hey, that Krisney. That Krisney.
Slow down on the sake, Jeff.
That crazy Disney lady. How are you, my friend? My Texan. I just love you guys. I love that I get to do this. I love that, I was listening to somebody the other day talking about live streaming. It was a live stream. They were teaching people about live streams, and they were talking about what to do when that number is 0 and how you just talk to the people who will watch on the replay, right?
Yeah.
And I remember then. It was a while ago, but I remember looking at the number now, and I'm proud to say that I don't even look at the number anymore. I mean, I see it now and then.
Yeah.
But that's because you guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And me and Lynn get to do this every Sunday night that I get to have a creator on every Sunday, and then my Friday show and my Saturday show. I freaking love it. And I think now is the time that we need to connect even more, and that you guys come in and just say hi and support just by being there. I know it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Lynn. So
I love it too. And
to say thank you.
I want to say thank you too, and just that I try to keep up with most of chat, and there are some comments that I read that I see, but I don't say because we're talking about a thing. But I appreciate all of the love and support from you guys. It really means so much to me, and I love doing this and connecting with you guys, and 3 streams per week, and then trying to figure out what content I'm going to put out or edit, and I enjoy it. I love it, and
we're blessed, right? We're blessed. Like
very blessed.
The things that are going on. Yeah, spaceship. Yeah.
I'm here to support Lynn's drinking. ... recipes.
Wow. Oh, Richard. The Orlando guy says Jeff was the first YouTuber that encouraged me and my channel via a Twitter DM.
That's so awesome.
I didn't know that.
See, I love it's messages like that. Yeah, that's so awesome.
Well,
all right.
I love the heck out of your channel, buddy. So with that, I think it's a good, am I stepping on you? Y'all good? Anything you want to say to them?
No, I think we've said enough for 2 hours.
Didn't feel like 2 hours. Guys, I love you. Go wash your hands, stay safe, create, and encourage somebody to create this week. That'll make everybody's life better. Love you all. See you next Sunday night when the topic will be something about creating, I promise.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you all. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Every day's a countdown to Disney.
Oh, forgot.
Don't do that.
So creepy. With me, not